So, the concluding episode, as one may call it, which is, I think, what's 135 minutes, something like that. Long. It seemed very long. It was very long. It was a couple of episodes, and everybody always wants to be the star. Anyways, it had action and lots of blood and things coming to conclusions, and basically it's when you know that you actually have a chance to wrap a series, it gives you an opportunity to do something like this. And it gets the job done. There's one thing that strikes me, and I noticed it here, is you got all these actresses with these makeup artists and stylists and such, and eyebrows. Eyebrows are, I mean, seriously, some of the worst eyebrows I've ever seen are on TV. I have the au natural unibrow. I'm not ashamed and never was. Don't really care. But I think once, as a teenager, you just say, try to pluck it, because just to see if it made a difference. And it's getting it even is a pain. But seriously, if your job is to get it even, But anyways, that's neither here or there. The concept, still, it was limited, because there's really only so much that could be done, and it had the proper amount of time, the 2 seasons, and with this conclusive megasode, and okay. Okay, so it wrapped up this entire global thing, and everybody got their part in the thing, and how it resolved was the way, and it resolved. It's really hard doing this without spoilers. I mean, you understand the concept. It's pods of 8 people of a genetic anomaly or mutation of evolution that allows them to be bonded to each other. They're not necessarily genetically bonded, but see, there's things about DNA I can't really explain, because that's 40 years away. But there's this bond, somehow, random peoples in different continents, and I think it has more to do with the time you were born than anything else, but I can't remember. But anyways, they're bonded. They share things. I'm not sure if it increases their non-cis, I guess, cisgender identities, because, if less than 4% or about 4% of the population are non-cisgender, then they're blowing those numbers up here. It's like, 4% are cisgender in the world of most of these types of shows. So there's that balance. I understand the thing to appear average and normal, which are words they don't like. Anyways, but the thing is, it's unrealistic And it's unrealistic to those approaching the identity to actually think that it's going to be that easy to find, the perfect companion. That, they're just everywhere, and you're surrounded in a sea of them, and everyone else is abnormal. But anyways, that's, this is your standard good and evil, and within each culture or identity, there are good and bad, and the identity is not the sexual identity; it's the genetic identity. Been covered in many other shows, and basically, it's a lion can change its stripes, or just because it's a lion doesn't mean it's going to eat a zebra, which doesn't actually make any sense at all. It's more like the scorpion in riding on the back to get across the water, but and he stings him anyways. So, yeah, but see, that's the analogy they try to make when it's actually not a lion or a scorpion at all. It's just a person, and people are good and people are bad. And it wouldn't matter whether they're aliens or genetic mutations, or they deal with this in X-Men and stuff like that too. The good versus the bad, and superheroes, and there's good and bad Kryptonians and stuff like that. So it's a well-worn subject, creatively done, but like I said, the minor, there's no explanation for this thing except for the polyamorous nature of being part of this joint pod, which may have a secondary influence on it, which would validate the predominance in this setting.